join me in commentary for the Kumite session.
Consistency now, at world level, and it seems to be a familiar battle now between her and Ono, and every time we come strong. I'm familiar with both the athletes, and it's one of those cases of their youth versus a more experienced athlete, and Aka from Germany. Al from Germany, I know she's a really strong-willed competitor, and she's not asking to eat at the top table. She's demanding her seat at the top table. So it's going to be interesting, this match.
It is. And if you aren't so familiar with the language, blue, Al, as you referred to, and red is Aka. And here we go then for a 3-minute bout between Germany's Bugur and Italy's Perfetto. And these opening sequences are important parts of the strategy, aren't they, William?
That's right. They're both playing for that first point advantage where they win the senchu. So in the case of a 1-1 or a 2-2 draw, the one that scored first will win the bout. So this first match, they're really just coming out now. They don't want to take any silly chances, but they are just waiting for the right moment to get that first point.
And you referred to the senchu, that first point, didn't you?
Yeah.
How important is that?
It's very key because at this level, the majority of the fighters have a very strong defensive game. So it's really difficult to penetrate that once somebody gets an advantage and to score 2 points. However, I feel it will be in Germany's advantage in this case to score because she's really good on the counter. She has a very good Buama wash. So it will suit her to score to have Italy come with her. However,
that was close to that sweeping technique, wasn't that?
Great timing. She didn't quite have the positioning over the body to finish it, but the timing of the sweep was very good.
And you referred to another Japanese word there, uramawashi. That's the uramawashi, Gary. That's a hooking kick.
A reverse hook kick. So there we have it. Red has scored with a counter. So therefore, the experienced athlete being a little bit more patient, forcing the attack, and then a well-timed reverse punch from Italy.
And the referee, Joaquim Fernandez of Portugal, awarding that senchu you referred to, and you can see that little green dot alongside the Italian fighter's score. Again, perfect.
So this time the timing was fantastic. She realised her positioning was out. So this time, perfect positioning over the body, and there's the result. Great reward.
And how clean she took her with that ashibarai, that leg sweep. She completely unbalanced it, didn't she?
She knew she could catch a cold with it, and she just adjusted her position for the finish this time, and then that was it. A little bit inexperienced again from Blue, where the first one should have been alarm bells. I need to watch for that sweep because she would have had to acknowledge that she was caught cold.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, she's only a youngster. She's just 20 years old. She's just come up from the junior ranks.
Sure. So there you have the problem solving and the lack of taking something on board. She had an opportunity to score there, actually. She really should have just gone for that punch and with a good finish, and she would have pulled back a point.
You referred to problem solving. That's now coaching is becoming more of a science, isn't it? It's not just about kick harder, punch stronger.
This is it. I mean, there's so much more involved with it. Athletes really have to have that independent thinking, that ownership in their fight, and you saw it here where again she realised that she was out of distance. Another great kick there. Another great kick. Really steady and consistent performance from Italy.
So Perfetto is becoming perfecto. Absolutely brilliant technique, isn't it?
And if she scores another 2 points without conceding, it's a perfect score, 8-0.
And that will mean that the bout would finish at that point. Into the last 38 seconds. Is this going to be too much, you think, for Bugur to come back? 6 points adrift?
I think so, because she doesn't really have another level at this stage. You know, what she would require is another gear to go up, bring something new to the table, you know, up the intensity, you know, break the angles. So she's just coming stronger with the same thing, which again comes down to her experience and her youth, where she's not able to make that big level change.
There's another point for the Italian fighter. Still 3 seconds on the clock. All a bit too much now for the youngster. She got a bit. She ran out of options, and you could see that she was like, "What do I do now? What do I do now?" And you know, as a coach, you know what they should do, but if the athlete doesn't have the ability to execute then you know you can say anything. But you know, very good, and they're chasing points here. There's no really real need to do that, but from a personal goal point of view, you know, some people take their points tally very seriously. And we just see here at the end of the bout, just as the clock was getting to 0, the coach put in a video review request because he believed that his fighter Perfetto had scored yet again. And this is the video review being considered here, and the decision is no, it didn't score. So it finishes 7-0, and a very strong performance there from Ermina Perfetto of Italy. We talked about coaching, William, and